Yo, what is going on, guys? It is midnight and today we are bringing you yet again another video. In today's video we are just going to be talking about some of the 4-star relics that are worth investing, pretty much similar to the video that I made previously quite a while back, which was the 4-star units. I'm going to talk about a few relics, probably more than 3, because this video there's not as much detail to go into the relics, and so I'll give you a few options. I think it'll probably be about 6, maybe 5 or 6 relics to go through. Apologies for the delay in the upload schedule, so missing 2 days straight. Usually 1 day is enough, but I've done 2 days because I've been farming the ranking event a lot. However, that's going to slow down now. I'm going to settle for top 10 now. Singe has overtook me and it's going to be very, very hard to catch up with him, so I'm just going to kind of settle with the fact that he's already won it now. And second place, we're not going to go into too much detail about what second place is doing, but yeah, there's no reason for me to challenge him right now, so probably settle for third, top 10, something like that. So I'm going to take it a little bit back and actually get some sleep in, believe it or not. Can't wait. But anyway, let's just jump right in. Let's start with some of these relics. Now the first one, the first relic that is pretty good and is right at the top here is Feelings Unvoiced. Now, this relic is kind of like the Ein's staff. In fact, it's very, very similar, but not as good. So you get quite a huge amount of HP increase as well as offense, and you'll get a 6% magical skill damage increase. Now, with this relic, like I said, it's like Ein's, but the thing you got to remember with these 4-star relics, you're more likely to get these max limit break, which means you'll get these maxed out stats than you are to a 5-star relic. So these stats are more likely to be seen over the ones that will be on the 5-star relic. So that's one thing you got to take into consideration. Now this relic will be good on, very good on magical skill users or magical attackers in general, because they tend to have magical skills. So obviously Ein's would be a good option for this. Then you've got Albedo, she'll be pretty good to have this one on. Who else would be pretty good? Demiurge, maybe. There's a few other better relics for Demiurge, but again, this relic would be good for him, as well as, I guess you could say, Masked Ein's, but again, there's other relics for Masked Ein's. Overall, this relic is pretty good. Obviously, because it's 4-star, it's a lot more easier to come by, but if you don't have the guild staff, this is also a decent alternative. Just slightly less magical damage here. It does 14% less, and you get slightly less HP and offense. So, but that's expected from a 4 to 5-star relic. Now, let us move on to number 2. Now, another thing I'm going to do with my videos, starting soon, is I'm going to do like the characters, where I'm going to show you which characters are coming out in the future and what I would think of them, and explain where they're placed on a tier list and why they're placed there, and then you guys can kind of decide when you want to summon from. Now the next one is Crown of Wisdom. Now this one again is a very, very good relic for 4-star. It has 6% magical skill damage, the same as the previous one, 57 speed and 1500 attack at maxed out level. Now this is really good for just attackers in general, because they want to have speed and they want to have higher attack increase, and obviously this does like all of that in one. It's very good in general. It's kind of like a what's that relic called? Momonga relic, where it increases speed and HP, but it just does attack, and the passive is a little bit better. Now again, this relic would be very good for the same people I mentioned before. So Ein's and Albedo would be very good for this one. Masked Ein's, Demiurge would actually be good for this one because that speed increase. You could also pop it on Cocytus, that you're not going to get really that much use out of the magical skill damage, but you'll get some speed and attack on him, which is pretty good to have. And it's also pretty good for Aura, because Aura has that you know pretty decent speed, as well as the fact that Aura has that magical skill damage on that Petrify skill. So overall, very good relic again. Now the last 3 I'll talk about is this one. Right, cool. Now this one here, there's a lot of people so this one anyone can get, right? This one's very free to play because you can get it from the Abyss shop. So you can get this one max limit break pretty easily compared to the other relics. They're based on luck. Now with this relic here, It is pretty much the Mask of Envy, the free-to-play relic that we had in the event shop recently. Sorry if you can hear my dog. But yeah, we had the event shop recently. The only thing is, this one, in turn, is probably more often than not better than the Mask of Envy. Now, the Mask of Envy has an extra like 100 attack, right? But obviously, it is pretty easy to get that one maxed out because I think most of us do by now, besides me. But yeah, the Mask of Envy gives more attack base stat. It gives plus 20% fire elemental strengthen, same as this. This one gives 10% magical attack, and the other one gives 2 aim. Now, this is all optional and situational. If you want more attack and you have a fire unit, like a fire skill, this relic's going to win all day long because you're getting 30% extra attack, plus this. On the other one, you're only getting extra aim. So for example, Demiurge, this relic will be better for Demiurge than the Mask of Envy because it's going to let him do more damage. And the fact that you're not having aim on your relic, because you know Mask of Envy has the aim increase, a Demiurge doesn't need extra aim. But if you're putting this on Masked Irons, depending on if you need the ceiling or not, this relic could be better or worse. If you need the ceiling, then the aim one's probably going to be better because it's going to increase the chance that you're going to seal the enemy's skills. But obviously, if you'd rather go and have more attack, then this one's going to win. So overall, this one is pretty much Mask of Envy. More often than not is better than Mask of Envy, but depending on the unit that you have and the skills that they have, the Mask of Envy could very well be better. But I do believe this one is better in my opinion, in general. And you can get that one from the Abyss shop. Now, the next one that you can get is also from the Abyss shop. And it is this one here, Loyal Divine Beast. You get 1000 attack, 64 speed, 2 evasion. Now, this is good because evasion is a very strong passive to have in the game. You basically immune to damage. You have a chance to be immune to damage. In this case, you have a 27% chance. Now, the other reason why this is good is because you get a speed increase and because you get an attack increase. So for attackers, like glass cannons, this is going to be good because you have a 1 in 4 chance, roughly, to not get hit. Plus giving you more damage and more speed. So overall, it's not a bad relic to have. Can be used on pretty much any unit, especially Cocytus, I would say, would be a very good unit to put this on. And my reason for that is because it increases speed, which Cocytus desperately needs, and increases his attack. And because you're not getting him HP or defense and he's not getting any tankiness, the evasion is kind of covering up for that. So I would say it's a pretty good relic for Cocytus. Again, you can get this from the Abyss shop, so it's very easy to get. But yeah, let's move on to the last one, which is probably the best 4-star relic. In fact, in my opinion, personally, I would even rank it. I would say the only relics better than it are... Oh, my dog's loving life. The only relics I would say is better than this is probably Mighty Warrior and the guild stuff. That's the only one I would say is better than this at the moment. So this one here is very, very similar to the VIP relic, right? It increases all stats and you get a 10% magical attack. The guild relic does all of this here, but slightly higher stats, like very, very slightly, like an extra 50, an extra like 20, and like an extra 5 or something like that, right? At max level. And it only gives 10% magical skill attack, right? This one gives magical attack. So the way I look at it, right, this one, in my opinion, is better than the VIP relic at the moment. And the only reason why I say at the moment is because you cannot max out the VIP relic. So if we're comparing these stats here, this one, at the moment, you can actually attain these stats. The VIP one, you can only get level 60 for now. And the level 60 stats are lower than this. And the passive skills are pretty much identical. And I would say magical attack is better than magical skill attack, to be 100% honest with you. Because in the events, you'll probably use 2 skills. This one will help you in every single attack you do, like every single regular attack you do. And since the VIP one's ranked so high, this one, in my opinion, at the moment is better. Once the VIP one is available to get maxed limit break, I would say the VIP one is actually going to be better, but not by much, like literally like by a hair. But the VIP one you can't max out for 1 year until the games come out, assuming you've been here from month 1 and you've been leveling up the VIP since the day 1. So overall, this is probably the best 4-star relic in my opinion. It's just all round good everywhere, especially for magical attackers. So Irons, Albedo, Demiurge, Masked Irons, Aura. I guess you could say Neuronist as well if you're using her. But yeah, overall this relic is insanely good. So guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I am going to start uploading a little bit more frequently now because I'm going to take a step back on the ranking event. Unless I start to get really close to like falling behind the top 10, like as in like coming to 11th place or something like that, then yeah, I'll have to go back at it again. But for now, I can kind of lay back because I have a massive lead over quite a few of the top 10. Although it is slowly dropping day by day because I'm taking more hours sleep and stuff. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more content. Take care. Peace out.